despite the Trump administration of inclusivity of more Americans in their jobs in America, there's a slight fear factor which has been coming in, especially amongst Indians. Not just people who are working in the United States, but also those who live in India or are looking at pursuing education there as well. I'd like to get in some more voices and comments on that. How do you feel the fact with the new Trump administration talking about more inclusivity of Americans in America for Americans in their jobs? We also talk about more Indians and Indians in our job. But there's this fear factor now. A lot of them being asked, especially, to come into work even before Jan 20th, because when Trump takes over as the president.
I personally don't see any impact for myself because I do not plan on going there, settling, or even like pursuing further education. But definitely for people who have like just getting out of college and trying to pursue their further education in America, I see this is like going to impact negatively to them. Or also for people who are like going there in search of jobs and all, maybe their lives are going to be negatively impacted with this. But it's also going to impact American economy. So I'm not sure if that's a wise decision on Trump's end or not. But yeah, that's my opinion.
It was a very sharp comment because it's also about the American dream. A lot of them talking about how they want to study there or they want to pursue a career there. And vis-a-vis, we also have Americans come here and with being the startup capital, people wanting to invest. Your comments?
So I think now people have started to realize that the American dream is no longer there, right? So I think people are genuinely looking for opportunities within India to especially build and grow here. So in a way, it actually is helping us do that as well. It is allowing people to stay here, encouraging them to build their own businesses here as well. But yes, like she said, I think it really impacts people who want to get really good education outside, like especially because the MBA infrastructure is probably one of the best in the US. And people like me who want to do an MBA right now are reconsidering, whether we would want to go there. And definitely it has an economic impact for them, especially considering that a lot of Indians have gone there and really done well for their economy.
Correct.
Right?
Exactly.
So I think the topmost people there right now, in every company, the C-suite has only Indians. So I don't see how they think that's going to make sense for them when there's more viable assets coming from India to them.
But also about those who already are working there. Some of them feel that they are getting the pink slips because of this new push that is being seen, especially to provide more employability there. What about them? Because there is a sense that they may have to come back to the country or they may just lose it because they have been settled there for a while.
Absolutely. I think if they've been living in a country for so long and they're still being treated as second-grade citizens, right? Where they constantly are going to be afraid of getting the pink slip, like you said, and leaving the country for good. Then they have nowhere to go or they have to come back here and resettle their entire lives with their kids and everything. So that is going to have a major impact on how everybody in the world perceives the US as a more hostile place where you can't really have a better life, right? You don't have that prospect anymore going forward, I think.
Correct.
Yeah.
But H-1B visas are the ones with the largest for working for people who want to work in the US. And with that, you think the Trump administration should maybe review this maybe the push is basically to talk about locals, jobs for locals, but at the same time not alienate when others who are coming to support the system.
See, all in all, I think that is something that every political party across the globe does, right? It's about how they can capitalize on the local issues and bring in more votes for themselves. And I think that is what it is, because this is something, the dependency over the past 20, 30 years has been such and has only improved, and I don't think this will actually work in their favor as well, and that is something that they also are aware of, right? So all in all, I don't think that's going to make much of a difference in Indian economy or Indian jobs vis-a-vis IT and services, right? So I don't think that's going to impact that much.
Do you know of possibly people who have this kind of fear, especially now, because now we're just seeing this closer to the swearing as well? Do you have any personal experience who know? Or what would you like to also, in your opinion, what do you think of this process that is taking place?
I think people don't have fear, as per my understanding, because the thing is, the people who are going there is kind of the making of money actually. But that kind of the amount they can earn here as well also, because here market also is growing, India. So we can compete right and all. You can see a lot of project coming in India. It's growing day by day actually. So I don't feel it much impacted, but the people are going for the big dream there actually and want to settle there. But later that they feel that okay, this India is the best. Even some people you can see is coming back to India as well also, and they settling, they starting a new business here. So yeah, this is my thought.
Well, America is talking of being vocal for locals, and here clearly people also feel that Make in India is much better. Opportunities are better in India. But well, it always is about trade relations. It's also about employability in both countries and the support system both countries give it to each other. But clearly, people do feel that the Trump administration could be a little more open when they're talking about, especially with relations to India and employers and employees from India, especially in the IT BT industry, because that's one of the biggest support that India provides to the world as well. And vis-a-vis, they also look at investments in people in India and especially in Bangalore. Rohini Swami in Bengaluru for CNN News 18.